The fitness world is obsessed with movement. How much you lift, how fast you run, how far you can push. But few people stop to ask, what happens when your body can no longer hold itself together? That's where aging truly begins. Not when you move slower, but when you can no longer resist gravity with control. When your joints wobble under pressure, when your core forgets how to brace, when your posture collapses even though you're still training hard. And that's exactly why isometric training isn't optional if you want to age strong. It's not about staying still, it's about building strength where it matters most. Inside your joints, deep in your core, and through every stabilizer your body relies on to stay upright, mobile, and pain-free. When you train your body to hold, to resist, to stabilize, you activate the systems that protect you from injury, maintain alignment, and keep you powerful for decades, not just years. And yet, most people skip this entirely. They focus on motion and forget the foundation that makes motion safe. Today, that changes. You're going to learn the 6 most powerful isometric exercises to slow down aging from the inside out. And once you feel the difference, you'll never train the same again. Before we jump in, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any part of this anti-aging blueprint. 1. Wall slide hold. At first glance, it looks simple. Back against the wall, arms up, hold. But if you do it right, the wall slide hold becomes a masterclass in posture, spinal alignment, and neuromuscular control. The goal isn't just to stay still, it's to create intentional tension through the entire upper chain. As your arms press gently into the wall in a goalpost position, deep muscles in your back wake up. Not the big movers, the hidden stabilizers, rhomboids, mid-traps, even your deep neck flexors, which are often dormant from years of forward head posture, begin to activate. And that's where the magic happens. You start to feel muscles you forgot existed. You realize how much tension you've been leaking just by slouching, collapsing, or overcompensating. With each second you hold the position, your brain relearns how to stack your spine, pull your shoulders into place, and stabilize without force. Done consistently, this single hold can rewire your posture and relieve the kind of neck and upper back tension that people live with for years. And as you advance, adding sliding reps, bands, or instability, the challenge scales with you. But none of that works if you cheat the form. Chin poking forward? You've lost the neck. Lower back arching? You've disengaged your core. The discipline is in the stillness. And when you hold it right, the result is more than strength. It's structural integrity. And this is just the start. Because the next hold tackles something even more critical: the damage done by hours of sitting, rounded shoulders, and a tight, shortened chest. 2. Doorway pec stretch hold. Most people think chest stretches are about lengthening the muscle, but this one's different. The doorway pec stretch hold isn't just a passive release. It's an active recalibration for the front side of your body, and a direct antidote to years of forward posture. As you step into the doorway and bring your arms to 90 degrees, something clicks. Not just in the shoulders, but across your whole upper chain. Your pecs resist. Your shoulder capsule opens. Your ribs want to flare, but they can't. Not if you're doing it right. You're holding tension at the edge of mobility, not pushing into pain, but locking into awareness. And that's where this hold separates itself. Because instead of mindlessly stretching, you're teaching your nervous system to feel control in end range. That means less shoulder impingement, better scapular motion, and a chest that can open without yanking the spine out of position. The longer you hold it, the more feedback you get. You feel which side's tighter. You notice how your breath changes. And if you add a subtle contraction, pressing gently into the doorframe, your body responds even deeper, building resilience instead of just flexibility. Most people ignore this. They think stretching is soft. But this kind of isometric hold, it's corrective strength, and it sets you up perfectly for the next move, where we bring that new postural freedom into full body tension. 3. Static squat hold. You don't need to move to build strength. You just need to hold the right position long enough for your body to reveal where it's weak. And few positions expose more than the static squat hold. Drop into it, and everything starts talking. Your quads burn, your glutes kick in, your core locks down. But what matters most isn't the effort. It's the alignment. Knees tracking over toes, hips set back, chest upright, spine long. It's not just a leg exercise. It's a full-body calibration. This hold teaches your body to create force without movement. It builds the kind of strength that doesn't just show up in the gym. It shows up when you climb stairs, carry groceries, or catch yourself mid-stumble. It sharpens proprioception, demands discipline, and increases endurance from the ground up. As time under tension builds, you're not just building muscle, you're improving joint integrity. Ankles, knees, hips, spine, all working together in a static chain that mirrors real-life load. And when done regularly, this simple hold becomes a powerful tool for longevity. And the next move? It taps into the backside, the engine room of your body, and reactivates the forgotten power of your posterior chain. 4. Glute bridge hold. If you want to stay strong and pain-free as you age, your posterior chain can't be optional. It has to be a priority. And the glute bridge hold is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to rebuild that base from the ground up. The moment you lift your hips and lock into position, everything behind you wakes up. Glutes engage, hamstrings tighten. Your spine aligns into a stable, neutral bridge, not just for show, but for support. And the best part? You're doing it without crushing your lower back or relying on momentum. This isn't just about looking good from behind. It's about restoring the muscles that stabilize your pelvis, protect your lumbar spine, and generate power for every movement you make. Walking, running, lifting, even just standing tall. The glute bridge hold reconnects you to that power source and teaches your body to hold tension where it matters most. As you progress, it reveals imbalances. Maybe one glute fires harder. Maybe your hamstrings cramp. That's your feedback. And that feedback tells you exactly where to focus. So you stop compensating and start building symmetry again. It's a quiet kind of strength. But the longer you hold, the more you realize. This is the kind of strength that lasts. And now that the back of your body is switched on, it's time to test how well your core can resist everything trying to pull you off center. 5. Farmer's carry hold. There's something primal about holding a heavy load on one side of your body and simply standing your ground. The farmer's carry hold, suitcase style, isn't about walking or lifting. It's about resisting collapse. And that's exactly why it's so powerful. As soon as you pick up that weight and let it hang by your side, your entire body reacts. Your obliques fire. Your spine stiffens. Your opposite side engages just to keep you upright. You're no longer training muscles in isolation. You're training your entire lateral chain to do what it was built for. Resist gravity. This kind of isometric work trains deep stability. It builds strength not just in your core, but in your grip, shoulders, hips, and even your feet. and it transfers directly to real life. Holding a bag, picking up a kid, carrying groceries. The stronger you are here, the more stable and injury-resistant you become everywhere else. But what makes this hold truly valuable is the awareness it builds. You start noticing if one side caves, if your ribs flare, if your spine leans. And that awareness, that's where change begins. Because now, you're not just holding weight, you're organizing your body under load. And once your lateral line is firing, it's time to challenge your core in one more way: resisting rotation, the true test of spinal control. 6. Palif press hold. At first glance, it looks simple. Just press a band in front of you and hold. But the moment you try it, everything changes. Your core lights up, your spine braces, and suddenly, you feel the rotational force trying to pull you off center. That's the magic of the palif press hold. Pure anti-rotation power. What makes this move so effective is how it trains your body to resist, not react. You're not twisting, you're not moving, you're holding against a force that wants to move you. And that forces deep core muscles like the transverse abdominis and internal obliques to do their job. Protect your spine. This is critical for aging strong. Most injuries, especially in the lower back, don't come from too much movement. They come from poor control during subtle everyday twists. Reaching, turning, getting out of a car. Without anti-rotation strength, those movements become risky. The palif hold rewires that. It teaches your body to brace from the inside out. It brings intention to your core training. And over time, it sharpens the kind of stability that keeps your spine safe, your hips aligned, and your strength grounded. And now that you've activated every line of stability, front, back, lateral, and rotational, it's time to connect the dots and wrap this up with a message that ties everything together. The older we get, the more we realize it's not about lifting heavier or moving faster. It's about keeping your body strong enough to resist what life throws at it. And isometric training is the purest form of that resistance. It teaches your body to stabilize under pressure, to activate with intention, and to build strength that doesn't fade when the workout ends. You've now got 6 powerful holds that cover every angle of your body, from posture and spinal control to deep core engagement and joint protection. And if you commit to them, even just a few times a week, the changes won't just be physical. You'll move better, stand taller, age slower. The best part? It's not about complexity. It's about precision. You're not just exercising. You're retraining your body to remember how it was designed to move and hold. So here's the challenge. Pick 2 of these holds and start today. Just 10 minutes. That's all it takes to start rebuilding from the inside out. If this video helped shift your perspective, like it, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's quick for you, but massive for us. And it keeps this kind of content coming your way.